Hello, YouTube. I'm Unca Crunk, just your standard issue purple monster of a certain age who plays games on the internet. In the last episode of Dream Daddy, we ate a lot. First, dinner with Greg and Robert, then brownies with Joseph. By the way, I looked up the ossobuco that Robert made for us, and it's a veal shank braised in beef stock and white wine with vegetables, then served over risotto. I don't care for veal personally, but I will definitely be making some version of that soon. Risotto is one of my favorite things in the world, so I'll jump at any chance to make it. You know, I shoot these things in the morning, and I don't eat breakfast. I'm making myself hungry. Hopefully the microphone won't pick up the sounds of my stomach growling. Anywho, today we have a message from Dadbook, which will hopefully lead to a hangout of some sort with one of the dads. Then we will choose someone to have a second date with. I'm willing to bet that the next round of dates will be more romantic.
Welcome. You got dads.
Okay, let's see what this Dadbook message is about. Unca, listen, this is you from the past. What? Whoa, how'd this happen? I figure you're trying to reply to this, because I know myself. But this is an automated message from you earlier this morning, when it was socially unacceptable to go out and buy ice cream. I forgot I did that. I forgot how I did that as well. The future is amazing. Listen, life is short, and ice cream should always be acceptable, but unfortunately, this isn't the society we live in. And it's less the society we live in, and more me projecting my own anxiety about being judged onto others, but you know what I mean. By the time you're reading this, it is a certain time of day in which nobody will bat an eye at you for going out and buying ice cream. You know what to do. Be good, me. Buy that ice cream! Okay. I have not read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I'm not even sure what that is. You know what? I've earned a treat. On the way home, I decide to stop off and grab some ice cream, which I fully plan to eat directly from the tub. On the way home from where? What do you do for a job, Unca? I spend a lot of time trying to figure out just which type of ice cream I'd like to eat directly from the tub. Rocky Road? Pistachio? Oh, Amanda's probably going to want some too. Better get 2 tubs. She loves cookie dough ice cream, right? I think my favorite is Moose Tracks. Can't remember who makes it though. Is it Breyers? I think it might be Breyers. Hey, master. Oh, it's Ernest. I turn around to see Ernest leaning up against the wall of the convenience store. Ernest? You're cool, right? I mean, I don't smoke anything anymore. But, you know, I'm cool. Ish. I'm cool. I'm cool, but I don't see what that has to do with anything. I am not buying you alcohol, Ernest. Well, if you're cool, you help me out, right? No. Help you out? There's no fire involved, is there? Just clouds. Oh, he wants fake fluid. No. So if I give you $20, will you buy me e-liquid? Ernest, what's e-liquid? Damn it. It's like, Gatorade, you know. Electrolyte liquid. I'd get it myself, but I'm banned from here for trying to run a grift on the cashier. A classic fatal game. You know the deal. Oh, you're talking about balanced electrolytes, and I got you, little buddy. And I didn't know you played the fiddle. I'm going to fall for it, aren't I? Just ask the clerk for Blue Crane's Apple Vortex. You'll know what it is. I pick up a tub of pistachio ice cream for myself and a tub of cookie dough for Amanda. Search around for some blue crescent void starer, but can't seem to find any. I turn to the cashier. Say, where's your finest e-liquid? Behind the counter. You got an ID? First of all, my daughter is older than you. Second of all, I'm flattered. I switched shampoo recently. Is that taking some years off? Look, you need to be 21 to buy vape. What? Really? When I started smoking, well, first of all, nobody cared. But you only had to be 18. Damn. Your hair doesn't look a day over 20. Wait a minute. Are you just trying to butter me up to get me to buy more ice cream? Because it's working. I glance outside and spot Ernest staring at me. Double, wait a minute! So you're telling me that e-liquid is not a sports drink? It's for vaping. Ernest is watching us intently through the window. I better go give that kid a piece of my mind. As easily as you fall for shit, Unca. If you give someone a piece of your mind, you're not going to have anything left for eating ice cream. I see. Okay, look. I'm going to pretend that you didn't just try to trick me into buying you the old Baphomet's cough syrup and then go in here to purchase my ice cream. I won't tell your dad if you promise to scram. Stop vaping. You'll get popcorn lung. I wonder if is that really a thing? I remember some talk about it a long time ago, but I don't hear anything about it lately. What if I give you $25? Go home, Ernest. As I'm walking back inside, Ernest calls after me. You can get popcorn lung from microwave popcorn too, you know. I no longer trust this child, but the mere notion strikes fear into my heart. Is that where the name popcorn lung comes from? I guess from the hot fake butter stuff. I go back inside to complete my purchase with the good cashier. Thank you, kind sir, for your time and generous hair compliments. You got it, bub. I glance out the window to see Ernest still outside. Looks like he's talking to some other poor sap. Guess I should go outside and save this other guy some grief. Wait a second. That's definitely a cop. Oh boy. I grab my tubs of ice cream and bolt outside. Ernest is already face down on the hood of a squad car. The f*** are you doing arresting a child? God damn. Ernest, did you seriously just try to get a cop to buy you e-liquid? You don't know this kid. I'm friends with his dad. Yeah. We live in the same cul-de-sac. I know his dad. Listen, he's a good kid and... I'm this boy's father. I turn around and say, Robert! Okay, we're doing this. I turn around and see Robert walking up the street and toward the convenience store. Ernest, what are you doing? I want a lawyer! First of all, good first instinct. Remember that you're not required to answer any questions from a police officer without a lawyer present. You're this boy's father? Yes, sir. Ernest likes to lash out at me like this ever since the accident. Oh, I don't like talking about it. That's fine. Robert gets a wistful twinkle in his eye. It all started 7 summers ago. My hair was long then. New metal was still in style. Ernest and I were down in the Florida swampland, scavenging for... Sir, I can leave you to take it from here. Sounds good. Thanks, officer. Ernest, come along now. You'll be cleaning grout from the rain gutter for a week thanks to this transgression. The police officer gets in his car and drives off. I'm stunned by how cool Robert was just there. Thanks. I want to say... Richard? Ouch. Don't mention it, Hemingway. Got in trouble plenty of times in my life. Just trying to do my good deed for the day. Will you buy me e-liquid if I give you $20? Child, I will end you. Hey, Unca, will you walk in the stone with me?
Hey.
Ernest runs ahead, presumably so he won't be seen with us, which is a thing I think kids do. He reminds me a lot of myself when I was his age. Well, maybe I wasn't as dumb. Seems like he tortures his dad.
Hey.
Seems like he tortures just about everybody. Even stole your wallet. What? Louis! God damn it! I pat my back pocket. I pat the rest of my pockets. Son of a bitch! He stole my wallet!
Oh.
Why are you doing this to yourself? What? Robert points at my tubs of ice cream. One of them's for Amanda.
Oh.
I have no qualms with the quantity of ice cream you've purchased. It's a perfectly respectable amount of ice cream. It's the quality I'm talking about. Unca, did you buy store brand?
Oh?
You work hard, Unca. You're a good dad. Don't you think you deserve top shelf ice cream? But these are on sale.
Oh.
If you're going to treat yourself, go big or go home. Real vanilla bean, real pistachio. You deserve it.
Oh.
We arrive at the cul-de-sac and Ernest runs home. That boy is the reason why we don't have prizes in cereal anymore. Wait, did they really stop doing that? It's been a long time since I've eaten cereal. Too many cards.
Hey.
Catch you around, Unca. Robert tosses me my wallet. I catch it with a surprised look on my face. Did you pickpocket a child, Robert? I stole it back. Yes, you did. Keep it in your front pocket or use a chain, like back in your ska days. Ooh, ska. Smell you later. See you, Robert. I go back inside my home, ready to spend the rest of the night with 2 tubs of ice cream. And also Amanda. Yay.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay. After that interaction, I'm definitely spending the evening with Robert. I mean, I'm going on a date with Robert. I mean, you know what I mean. Okay, we've already read this. So I'll just message him. It's okay to fry if you're feeling sad. I had a lot of fun with Robert the last time we hung out. Last night. But I'm beginning to wonder if he's dodging me. I've tried messaging him a few times and Dadbook says he hasn't even read them. Haven't even seen him come out of his house, actually. Okay, we'll assume that this happens like a week later or something. For narrative reasons. I decide to send him one last message, figuring that this will produce the same result. Hey man, don't know where you've been, but we should definitely grab a drink soon. I walk away from my computer because, at this point, I know he's not messaging me back anytime soon. I linger in the kitchen. I'm all called up on work. The house is relatively clean. Maybe I should do something nice for Amanda. I'll bake her favorite pie. I root through the pantry and pull out all of the ingredients. This is an old family recipe that I used to make with my grandmother when I was a kid. I lost the actual recipe card a long time ago, but I think I'll be able to remember how to bake it. Okay, I feel that. All of my recipes are on post-it notes, and I can't find half of them at the moment. I start mixing the ingredients together for the crust until I get a nice dough. I throw some cherries into a saucepan to make the filling. Normally, I don't like to multitask in the kitchen, but this cherry pie is a piece of cake. Pie. It's a piece of pie. I'm making a pie. Ah, man. I can never remember what temperature you're supposed to set the oven at. I'm pretty sure it's 375, but I could be wrong. I don't make pies, so I'm not sure. Who am I kidding? I'm never wrong when it comes to this pie. My special twist on my grandma's recipe includes a secret ingredient that not even Amanda knows about. It really makes the cherries extra flavorful. Is it more cherries? God, why can't I remember what the secret ingredient is? Okay, I was kidding about the more cherries. That would just make it wetter. But so would almond extract. Okay, I know salt can a tiny amount of salt can bring out some bring out some sweetness, but I'm gonna say almond extract. I don't actually know. Oh, it's almond extract. Duh. Oops. I accidentally poured a little too much in. Way too much in. I'm sure it's fine. Baking is an art, and some of the most beautiful art is made from mistakes. Actually, baking is very precise. Unca. Now it's going to be wet. I'm going to have a soggy bottom. I finally get the pie in the oven. How long am I supposed to leave it in there? 50 minutes? I'll just wing it. Watch it like a hawk. Well, watch it like a pie. Watch it like a hawk watching a pie. Wait, no. Hawks don't like pie? Watch it like a hawk watching a TV show about hawks. I don't know. Amanda's going to be so excited. That kid loves a good pie. I have a seat at the kitchen table and do word jumbles until Amanda comes home. I can hear the door slam open. Yo, Pops! What smells like pie in here? It's pie, sweetie. Amanda darts over to the oven and looks inside.
Yeah.
Yes! Hey, it's not done. Be patient. What's your angle here? What? Pies are an objective-based confection. What are you trying to get out of me? I've been leading a double life. Amanda, I have terrible news for you. I'm actually a pro skateboarder, an aspiring astronaut, and bank robber. The lifestyle is calling me back, and I must go. One last job. You know how it is. This pie was the only way I knew how to tell you. Well, I appreciated the years we spent together, but a trade-up is a trade-up. Is she replacing me with this pie? Remember me when you're kicking your feet up in Ibiza. Thanks for all the pie. We share a cordial handshake. I wait a few more minutes before taking the pie out of the oven. I set it on a rack to cool and guard it so Amanda doesn't dig into it before it's ready. Huh. What? Does it look kind of weird to you? Oh, I knew it is too wet. Damn it. Oh. That's just me taking artistic license on what cherry pie means to me emotionally. I'm just saying this because, you know, it seems like you might have baked this pie incorrectly. Oh dear. And you're currently, right now, trying to pass it off as a good thing. It's art, sweetie. Was it art when you accidentally baked a whole uncracked egg into the center of my 12th birthday cake? Well, it's... Was it art when you tried to make brownies and accidentally created chlorine gas? Ow! Well, that's a bit of an exaggeration. Was it art when you just ate the pie, Panda? I cut us a few slices and we sit down to eat. The cherry filling oozes out of the sides and the buttery clara glistens. I watch as Amanda takes a bite. What's wrong? Is it not good? Amanda winces and fans her mouth. No, I just burned the heck out of the roof of my mouth. This pie is amazing. Oh, thank God. I was very worried. Sorry for doubting you. Oh, that was the wrong voice. Sorry for doubting you. Breathe a sigh of relief and take a bite. She's right. The pie is pretty incredible, as it always is. I'm really proud of you for making a pie without burning the new house down. I got a few dad tricks up my dad's sleeve. Hey, maybe fathers aren't as bumbling and stupid as the media makes us out to be. Maybe we as a society should have a little more respect for fathers as a whole.
Hey,
Dad, your sleeve is on fire! Oh shit! I run to the sink and put myself out. Pride will be my undoing.
huh.
Amanda and I clean up the kitchen and play a little more living room hoops before she retreats to her room to do homework. I go back to my word jumbles. Hey, this one spells cat. The rest of the evening trickles by. We eat dinner, I help Amanda with one of her scholarship applications, and we both start getting ready for bed. Oh my god. Scholarship applications, I remember those. I was also an art major. But back in my day, a portfolio had to be put on slides. Like every painting or drawing or whatever, a different slide. So you had to pack all these slides into an envelope along with all of your application stuff and then mail it off to each individual scholarship provider, college, whatever. It was a pain in the ass and also very expensive, which is, you know, ironic considering that you're asking for money. I decide to check that book one last time before I climb into bed. Still nothing from Robert. Huh. Hope he's okay. I turn out the lights and lie down. Hey, Unca. Hey. Hey, Unca. Hey, I'm outside. Come outside. What is that? I was just on the verge of falling asleep. I climb out of bed and try to identify the source of the dinging. My computer screen illuminates the dark room. I walk over to it, ready to turn it off, when I notice what's happening on screen. Don't make me honk. I will honk. Get out of here. I look out my window and sure enough, there's Robert leaning up against his pickup truck in my driveway. I open my door to try and figure out what's going on. Hey. Hey?
Oh.
Wanna hang? I was kind of sleeping. That's no fun. Come hang out. I would argue that sleeping is very fun, but I don't have to be anywhere in the morning. Might as well live a little. I've gotten pretty good at lucid dreaming in the past few years, so yes, sleeping actually is fun sometimes. Sure.
Oh?
Cool. You plan on going out like that? I look down and realize that I am, in fact, not wearing pants.
Huh.
I mean, I don't mind. Ooh. Right, 1 second. I run inside and throw on my going out pants, shoes, and jacket. I grab my keys and meet Robert back outside.
Oh.
Ready? Ready. Hop in. I jump into the passenger seat of his old red pickup truck. I have to move a few empty cigarette packets and gas station receipts out of the way before I can sit. Robert silently starts the car, and we drive out of the cul-de-sac.
Oh.
You like Tom Waits? I love Tom Waits! The piano's been drinking, not me, not me. I love that song. Sorry. I love Tom Waits. Arts. I love... Before I can answer, Robert turns up the radio. Yep, that's Tom Waits, all right. He lights a cigarette and cracks the windows. We drive together in silence. So, where are we going? Robert doesn't respond. Okay, dude, I know you like silence, but, you know, it's polite to answer a question. Robert? Oh, I heard you. He still doesn't answer my question. I look out the window and notice that Robert's taking us to the highway. I twiddle my thumbs. We're not on the highway yet? That is a narrow-ass road for a 65-mile-per-hour speed limit. Oh, there's an on-ramp sign. Ooh, with stickers. That must be his kids' stickers. And is the hula hoop the kids or Robert's? Not hula hoop, hula girl. Wait, we've never met his kid. Or kids. Okay. We are learning things about Robert. Well, whatever I've got myself into, it looks like I'm in it for the night. I settle into my seat and watch streetlights pass by. I glance over to Robert, who's driving intently. He looks tired, as he always does, but there's something a bit more there that I just can't place. Say nothing. Eggplants! I remember what Robert said about hating small talk and decide to keep my mouth shut. He notices me staring. Stop looking so nervous. I'm not nervous. I'm a little nervous.
Oh.
Just hang on. We're almost there. Almost where? I have no idea where we are. I think we're moving at a slight incline, but I'm not so sure. We eventually come to a stop. Robert gets out of the car and I sit for a second, unsure if he wants me to get out too. What are you waiting for? I hastily exit the car. Robert sits on the bed of his truck and passes the space next to him. I sit down and take in the view. We're on a hill overlooking the city skyline against the bay. The cool night air rustles some trees near us as lights blink in the distance. Off to the side, I can see an entrance to a dense forest. Did Robert just bring me to a makeout spot? Oh, my ears. Oh boy. Right. Man, it's all so gorgeous. This is where I come to masturbate. What?
Huh.
I'm kidding. What's wrong with you?
Hey.
This is my little spot where I come to think. It's nice.
Uh-huh.
You can see the whole city from up here. Really gives you some perspective. Robert reaches behind him and pulls something out from under his jacket. It glints in the moonlight, and I suddenly realize what it is.
Huh.
Oh shit, that's a knife! Oh. Please don't stab me! Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a small piece of wood. Please don't stab me with that either!
Hey.
Robert takes the knife to the piece of wood and starts carving at it.
Huh.
Oh. I breathe in a very audible sigh of relief as Robert looks at me sideways. Did you think I was going to stab you just now? What? No.
Oh.
Hate to break it to you, but I did, in fact, bring you out here to harvest your organs. Play along. Yeah, well, you think you caught me in your trap, but I knew. For years, I've been putting the most vile junk food in my body in preparation for this day. Come at me, friend, and reap what you will. You won't be able to sell it.
Hey.
2 steps ahead of you at all times. That's how I operate. Eggplant! Nothing gets past you, huh?
Hey.
Robert reaches into his pocket and pulls out a folding knife that he opens and hands to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to warn you. The last guy I had a knife fight with lost 3 fingers because he didn't know the 8 basic rules of knife fighting. You're familiar, correct? I honestly can't tell when you're kidding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so many levels of irony deep that I've forgotten what humor is. He and I laugh.
Yeah.
Have you ever whittled before? I can just about make a toothpick, but I haven't tried since I was a kid. Considering I'm not a grandpa, no. Oh, f*** you too, Unca.
Oh.
What do you mean by that? Well, I just thought that you would have a block of wood shipped to you along with your first Social Security check. Unca, I'll have you know that whittling is a time-honored tradition enjoyed by both young and old alike. That you're dismissing it before you've even tried it speaks volumes about your character.
Mm-hmm.
However, because I've gotten to know you for some time and have come to think of us as friends, I'm willing to attribute it to ignorance instead of malice. What I'm trying to say is, go get that stick. Robert motions to a good-looking stick on the ground. Perfect for potential whittling. I'd pick it up.
Oh.
The most important thing is to remember while whittling is to cut with the grain, not against it. If you cut against the grain, the wood is going to splinter. Isn't the most important thing safety?
Hey. Oh.
No. Getting hurt comes with the territory. Look at my damn hands. I look at his damn hands. They are callous and covered in little white scars. They are very nice hands.
Huh.
You can't make a stick omelet without breaking a few hand eggs. Isn't hand egg what some people call football? The American kind.
Knife that wood.
Oh, that's a mini game. Okay. What am I doing? Okay. That's a good start. What is it? Sharp stick. Careful. Don't poke yourself with that. You made a sharp stick. Okay, maybe it's my answers that matter and not what I actually do. Let's see. Yep. Tell me about this one. Tongue depressor. I should put that in my first aid kit. Never know when you might need one. You made a tongue depressor. Oh, an actual toothpick. What's the story here? Something to make me look tougher. It's working. I think you could take me in a fight. Probably. You made a tough guy accessory. What's this? Ouija board planchette. Now all you need to do is carve up a board and we're set. And also maybe carve a ghost. Yay. Huh? Nice form. What's it supposed to be? Louisiana. Good old Louisiana. Beautiful place. Got stabbed there once, you know. Or was it Kentucky? You made a Louisiana. Chopstick. Interesting. What do we have here? Chopstick. Lefty. It's a stick. Oh, you're a big boy. Huh. You keep this up, you'll be a whittling pro in no time. Oh, new friend. He's beautiful. I'm happy for you. Oh, a horsey. Beautiful hanging work. What do you call it? Ooh, I have to. It might tank my date prospects, but for Amanda. A brave and noble name for a brave and noble creature. You made a beautiful gift for Amanda. Sir Horsington the Brave.
Hey.
Robert and I sit in silence for a while, carving our pieces of wood. I think I'm getting the hang of this. It's actually kind of relaxing. I glanced over to see what Robert's working on. He's carving a smaller wooden knife. Ah! While I'm distracted, the knife slices into my thumb. Blood gushes all over my little wooden carving. Robert is lost in carving and doesn't notice me bleeding everywhere. Robert still doesn't notice. Robert, I'm dying. I'm bleeding to death.
Mm-hmm.
Robert finally looks over.
Hey.
He reaches into his jacket again. Jesus, how much stuff does this guy keep in there? He pulls out a red bandana. He wraps it around my thumb. Hold tight. He hops off the truck and I can hear him rummaging around in his car. He comes back a moment later with a well-stocked first aid kit. Robert carefully wipes all the blood off my hand and swipes a bit of antiseptic onto the cut. With surprising gentleness, he places a bit of gauze on the wound and wraps it all up.
Hmm?
You okay? Yeah, I'm good. He hands me what's left of the tube of antiseptic.
Oh.
Make sure to keep that cut clean. It's oddly touching and a little sexy. I guess I'm a real whittler now.
Huh.
That you are. Be careful, though. They're attracted to the smell of blood. Wait, what? What's attracted to the smell of blood? Cryptids. Tons of them out here, you know. Cryptids? Like Mothman and stuff? Mothman is bullshit. But yeah, this town's a hotbed for cryptozoological occurrences. You're joking. Oh, how I wish I were. I'm a skeptic myself. Or at least I thought I was. There are things in these woods that we can't possibly comprehend. I think about my entire time in this city. Aside from the occasional stray coyote, I don't think it's too bad. You ever hear of the Dover Ghost? I don't think so.
Oh.
Well, let me tell you a story. Story time with Robert!
Hey.
I was out in the woods, here on a weekend camping trip with Betsy. You don't know Betsy, but she's a big pup. Pit bull. Real intimidating. I feel safe around her. First night goes without incident. I've got some solitude. Betsy gets to pee wherever she wants. All good stuff. Second day, I get the idea into my head that I can hike deeper into the woods. Probably against my better judgment, but hey, we're just having a fun camping trip, right? So me and Betsy start marching in the morning.
Whoa.
It gets a little late, and we set up camp. But it's different this night. Real quiet. I can't hear the birds, the crickets, squirrels, nothing. Dead silent. Then it happens. I hear the most unholy growl I've ever heard in my life right outside my tent. Me and Betsy, we go to investigate. We look around the clearing. Nobody's there. But then there's this feeling. Not sure if I can quite describe it. I know someone, something is watching us. Betsy, though, she's scared. Never seen her like that. And when she's scared, I know that I should be too. Then I see it, in the distance. A man, but if something that didn't know what a man was supposed to look like made it, it just looked wrong. Big. Arms too long for his body. Black eyes. It just stood there and stared at me. Then it disappears. I hear one yelp from Betsy and I turn around to check on her. She's gone. Into thin air. I didn't sleep at all in my tent that night. I don't think I've slept right since. Okay. Don't believe it, but I'm going to play along. Wow, Robert.
Hey.
I'm so sorry. They say that if you listen closely on quiet nights just like tonight, you can hear the howl of the Dover Ghost. A howl resonates through the woods. It doesn't sound like a regular howl. It's so guttural. Even from far away, something about it makes my skin crawl. Okay, Robert, feel funny. I turned to look at Robert. He's white as a sheet. Oh shit. I thought that was going to be Betsy. You're messing with me, right?
Whoa.
I was messing with you. Up until literally just now. I totally made that camping story up. I strained my eyes to scan the forest line, trying to see where the howl originated from. Off in the distance, I see something. It's so far away, I barely can make out a shape. It looks human, but it's dragging something. Do you see that? We should go.
Whoa.
Robert and I slowly back away and get into the truck. He turns off his headlights and we make a slow crawl away, back onto the road. I'm too scared to look back. What was that?
Whoa, whoa.
The Dover ghost, I guess. I chuckle nervously. This time he doesn't seem like he's messing with me. Or maybe someone illegally dumping garbage on a wildlife preserve? Yeah, that's the story we'll tell ourselves.
Huh?
We sit in silence for a little while longer, the fear of whatever that was slowly subsiding as we slowly get closer to the city.
Oh.
Thanks for coming out. This was fun. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. I've just been in a way lately. I had to get out of the house.
Oh.
I had to be around somebody. You doing okay, man?
I don't know.
Robert thinks for a second and lights another cigarette.
There.
Been doing a lot of thinking. Takes a long drag. As I get older, I feel more and more that I'm just drowning in this sea of regret. I was so busy chasing after these things that I thought would make me happy. I didn't think about anybody else. All I cared about was myself. I didn't even think.
Hey.
Robert stops. I wait for him to finish his thought, but he just stares at the road. Maybe I'm just built like this. Or maybe I do it to myself. Maybe it's my own choice that I'm as unhappy as I am. Try to think of something to say. I remember all of the times in my life when I've been sad. There's a great many of them, but there was always a light at the end of the tunnel. Something I held on to keep me going. I'll bet it was Amanda. And before Amanda, Alex.
Oh.
But there's something so resigned about the way Robert's talking. I'm glad you told me. It must have taken a lot for you to want to tell somebody this. You're a mysterious guy, Robert. You don't have to be. Do you ever wish you were a better father? Oh, here we go. I think about it for a second. All the time. You can read all the parenting books you want, but nothing will ever prepare you for raising a child. There's so much stuff I regret or wish I could have done better, but I don't have the answers. I don't know if anyone does.
There.
It's funny. I look at you and your relationship with your daughter, and it seems perfect. It isn't. At least you're there for her. Oh, shit. Yeah. I think I know where this is going. I stare out the window at the blur of passing trees. I just hope I'm a better father to my kid than my dad was to me. What did your dad do? It's more about what he didn't do. He was quiet, stoic. Don't think he ever once told me that he loved me. He cared more about his work than he ever did about me or my mom. Do you hate him? No. I used to, but after I became a parent, I just kind of feel bad for him. He missed out on my whole childhood. When I think of all the happiest moments in my life, they're all with Amanda and Alex. And he just wasn't there. It hurt like hell when I had to leave him to die in that Belarusian prison. What? Turn around and smile at him. He's retired in Florida with my mom. We go there every Christmas. Eggplants! We both break out into laughter. He pats me on the shoulder. We drive the rest of the way in silence, listening to the radio and watching the bright lights of the city grow bigger. Robert drops me off at my place. As I'm about to close the passenger door, I realize that I still have Robert's pocket knife in my jacket. I pull it out and offer it back to him. Oh, that reminds me of a superstition that I was raised with given to me by my uncle. Always give a knife back in the exact same way it was given to you. Since Robert gave that knife to me open, I should open it before I give it back to him. It's weird, I know. All superstitions are weird in a way.
Oh.
You hold on to that. Never know when you might need it. I mean, I personally don't even own a pocket knife. I have several box cutters and X-Acto knives, just no pocket knives. Night, Robert. Have a safe drive home. Robert smirks, then pulls away. He then immediately pulls into his driveway, which is one over from mine. He gets out and waves. I tiptoe into the house, careful not to wake Amanda up. Whoa, where'd you come from? I look around and spot Amanda coming out of the kitchen with a glass of water. I thought you were sleeping. Oh, Robert woke me up to go cryptid hunting. You know the mouth man is bullshit, right? Amanda, you know what? It's fine. I think about the conversation I had with Robert in the car as Amanda starts walking towards her room. Hey, Amanda? She stops. I love you. It's weird when you say it outright and sincerely like that, but I love you too. Night. I chuckle to myself and finally decide to go to bed. Minimize eating fried foods, candy, and sweets. That's right.
Where'd my pants go?
What did he just say? Did he just say, uh-oh, where my pants go? All right. Okay. Oh, it continues. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass the room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Amanda? Crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. Open the door. Boundaries, Unca. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Oh no, what's happened? Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Shit. All right. Maybe in the morning. All right, I'll leave you be. I back out of the room and close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. Damn. Well, I have no idea what has her so upset. She seemed totally normal. I feel awful just leaving her to cry, but I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it only would have made her more upset. Never push. Well, okay, there are times when you should push, but it will be obvious. I can't stop mentally cycling through all sorts of awful things she could be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want her to be happy and safe. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a hot pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops the frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer-burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh. Okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging out on a wall. In it, I'm teaching her how to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. Tactical tip. Knee pads, elbow pads, helmet. That way you can fall off more often and keep going. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream, and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. Start rummaging around for ingredients. Okay. Remember how I said at the very beginning that I shoot these episodes in the mornings and I don't eat breakfast? I'm getting hungry because all we're doing is talking about food. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen, like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin. What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know there's something wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. And So I just, whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting is set by now. Ta-da! Dad? Sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%. Heart. Yay. It's so cute. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad, and I had to start over, and this is beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big ol' hug. Yay, serotonin. I grab some plates and forks and service some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So, you know how MR is going to that fancy art school in California, right? MR. Best friend? Hey! You got it! Wow, proud of you. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know?
And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night they told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Oh shit, she got ghosted by a lot of people at the same time. Oh, this is getting juicy. Yikes.
Oh.
So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah, and that's the thing. What? Whoa! I had no idea. I definitely did not know that. Okay? You are a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told the crush about was Emma R. And she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just kept quiet and kept going about my business.
Amanda sighs.
And then one day I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall. And after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we are out of chips and I really, really wanted nachos.
Totally understandable.
So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing at the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because, of course, she does. And Emma R just like clears at me.
Grace. Nothing's coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the boring one.
Well, yeah, but that's not the important part. Grace is the one nobody really likes. Or, I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck! Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left. Without nachos, I might add, which only further contributed to the shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R, asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following?
I'm a little confused, but I think I understand.
That's okay, you're trying.
So what happens next?
Ooh, okay. Get a load of this. Emma R says, you know what? Let me just read it to you.
Amanda pulls out her phones and reads, word for word, an arduously long string of text messages.
Can you believe that?
I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I am trying my hardest to be supportive.
They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, well, okay. And then she's like, left me on red, and then...
Wait, left me on red? What's that?
Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply. And I know because they're read receipts.
I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm just going to nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha.
So, while all this is happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then, out of nowhere, Noah texts me, and it's like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her or to the group chat that I got kicked out of.
All right, I think you lost me a screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad.
There's so much more. But honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends.
Wow. Amanda, I am so sorry.
I almost expected it from everybody else, but
Oh.
Emma R's been there since Mom died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. Not even that mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long.
Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake.
Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everybody just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. And as mad as I am at everybody, I miss them, Dad.
Amanda looks so dejected, I almost can't take it.
What can I possibly say to help?
Uh,
Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip.
Wow,
I know it's pretty dumb.
it's not dumb.
No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over.
Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings.
I guess.
Unless you've secretly been a robot that's been approximating human feelings this whole time.
Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago.
But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. High school sucks. Honey, high school sucks. You make friends with people just because they're there. When you're still living in your hometown, there's a pretty small pool of people to choose from. But once you go to college, and once you get out into the real world, you're going to be exposed to all sorts of people. It's going to be easier to make friends with people who really get you. Some of those friendships can last a lifetime. I mean, look at me and Craig. And some of them only last a little while, and that's okay too. You're going to make so many awesome new friends at art school. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours. Because you're amazing. And if they can't see that, well, that's their problem.
I'll keep that in mind.
Look down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake?
Yes, we did eat that whole cake.
Well, good talk. Amanda gets up and goes to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around.
Hey, Pops.
Yes,
Thank you.
you are always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
That was such a good line read. I'm not going to reread it. Oh, that was sweet.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Okay. Hey, no new dad book messages. I guess we used up all of that content. Okay. Well, I think I understand how Amanda's storyline works now. Every time I start a new heart level, we get a big chunk of story from Amanda. Okay. Well, do the outro. Wow. Okay, all that drama with Amanda was really heavy. But I think we handled it about as well as we could have. MC's right. High school friendships are friendships of coincidence and convenience. It's a big part of why the high school sweethearts myth is just that, a myth. On a not lighter at all note, I think I know why Robert is in a game named Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator, yet we have not yet met his child. They are in some way estranged. Maybe that's why he presents such a mysterious facade. He sees this estrangement as evidence of a character flaw that makes him unworthy of love. So, keeps everyone at arm's length. So, overall, a pretty heavy episode of Dream Daddy, but still really enjoyable, from my point of view anyway. I'm really warming up to Robert. However,
want to date everyone equally before I make any decision with whom I want to settle down with first. So, next time, we will choose someone else to ask on a second date. In the meantime, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!